Hey everyone, it's moonmothgoddess. Welcome back to the channel. If you're returning, welcome if you're new, and welcome to today's pick a card reading. Today we are getting some advice from Spirit on how you can achieve success in your current situation. So what do you need to do? How can you achieve success in your current situation? We're going to be doing 3 piles today. Pile number 1, you are going to be this pumpkin patch card with the chrysocolla crystal. For pile number 1, how can you achieve success in your current situation? Pile number 2, you are going to be this poppy card with the pyrite matrix. For pile number 2. And then pile number 3, you are going to be the Road Warriors card with this beautiful agate. For pile number 3, how can you achieve success in your current situation? Advice from Spirit on how to make that happen. Pile number 1 with the chrysocolla, pile number 2 with the pyrite, and then pile number 3 with this beautiful agate. Timestamps will be down below, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hi, pile number 1. So for those of you that resonated with the pumpkin patch card and the chrysocolla, this is going to be a reading. So we're just going to get kind of started off with this card that you chose here, the pumpkin patch. And our question today for Spirit is some advice on how you can achieve success in your current situation. So the message with this card is about taking time to contemplate, to observe your thoughts, being mindful of where your thoughts are at, and also so to give you some type of a deeper understanding of maybe what your current situation might be. So it's really about a time for rest, reflection, and also careful consideration of any people that are involved, things that it's involving, ideas that you have that can help to give you a clear understanding of what it is that you are observing about your current situation. This is also about thoughtful reflections that can help you be more objective, to be able to see things from a different light that'll enable you to be more mindful of your own words, your own actions that may be hindering or helping with whatever your current situation is. So let's go into your tarot and see what else. But time to contemplate, and it also looks like she's just kind of sitting here, you know, taking some time to think, taking a break, right? Because she may have been really working in her garden at something that she has been manifesting, which is all of these big, beautiful pumpkins. So she may be thinking about kind of like her next step. So that's kind of where Spirit is saying, how can you achieve success in the situation is to really take some time to just sit and think and contemplate on what's involved, and to make sure that you're kind of making a careful consideration of everything that may be involved. So let's see what else. How can you achieve success in your current situation? Okay. So how can pile number 1 achieve success in their current situation? Okay, so we do have the Wheel of Fortune, which is actually a really beautiful card to start with. We also have the Knight of Swords. How can you achieve success in your current situation, pile 1? Okay, so we do have the Tower. We also have the Four of Wands. We have the Moon, the World, the Three of Pentacles, and let's get one more. How can you achieve success? We also have the Page of Swords. Okay, and then underneath the deck, we have the Four of Swords as the overall energy. The Four of Swords is this same energy of the pumpkin patch. Okay, so the Four of Swords energy is about taking a rest. It's taking time to meditate, taking time to think, reflect, so that you can kind of bring your mind to a period of stillness, calm, quiet, about what, decision you're needing to make or what action you're needing to take here. We did start off with the Wheel of Fortune energy here. So I'm kind of getting this message in a few different ways. The Wheel of Fortune is about the flow. It is the ebbs and flows of life, going through ups, downs, cycles. And it is about going with the flow as well. So the downside for this energy, I feel like, could be that if you notice that you are in a cycle that is turning out to give you, say, the same results that are ones that you're not quite happy with your situation. This can be a need for you to recognize what that cycle might be, whether it is a pattern of thinking or whether this is actions that maybe you have been taking that haven't been giving you the results that you're looking for, that haven't been giving you the success. So that Wheel of Fortune can also be when we are stuck in a karmic cycle, whether, like I said, whether it's thinking or actions or something that's just kind of giving us the same result over and over and over again. This can be a need for you to kind of take some time to think, what can I do differently? How can I change this flow of this situation? Do I feel like I'm being met with resistance, or do I feel like the ideas, the actions, the thoughts that I have are helping me to align myself with success in the situation? And so that is why this Four of Swords energy and the pumpkin patch is so important, because you're actually taking time to bring your mind to that place of stillness and really take some time to look at everything, kind of the bigger picture perspective things here. And then we also have the Knight of Swords energy here as well. And the Knight of Swords is about swift, quick thoughts, actions, decisions, and about not holding back if there are certain things that you are aware of that you need to do in order to make things happen, in order to bring that success. Sometimes we can sit and think about something that we want to do, that we know that we would be successful at, but we don't actually put in the work. So that Knight of Swords energy is really asking you that you are kind of going with the flow of where your intuition may be guiding you. And with that Knight of Swords, you are taking action where is needed. The Knight of Swords can also be that if there is something that you're needing to kind of cut out and remove, like I said, for some of you, that may feel like you're kind of stuck in the same cycle, the same pattern over and over again. That would be where you kind of maybe even have some type of realization, some type of epiphany. With the Tower energy here. The Tower energy can sometimes be a little bit of a shakeup in our world, and it can be something that happens very unexpected, where maybe like an old plan, an old idea is not meant to be that idea that is carrying us forward into the, say, the next stage of our life. So we can have some certain realizations or epiphanies that you might have as you are contemplating here with that Four of Swords and saying, okay, now I get it. Now I see what I've been doing wrong, or how I've been approaching or thinking about this situation in a way that has been hindering me and blocking me from success with this situation. So that Tower energy can be like a huge wake-up call, a huge realization about something that may need to be broken down, whether that is a thought pattern or, non-action, whatever that may symbolize for you. The Tower is also about, huge change, right? It's about major changes that are taking place in our life. So sometimes we can be resistant to that change, and we may try to hold on to something that is trying to be removed from our life, or when spirit is trying to get our attention and kind of direct us onto a little bit of a different path. Sometimes we don't see it, or we ignore it, or we doubt ourselves, and spirit kind of comes in to bring that wake up call for us. I'm also seeing the Four of Wands energy here as well. And the Four of Wands is about stability, and it is about, I feel like for some of you, the Four of Wands could represent partnerships. If you are someone who is connected to a partner, a relationship, and I feel like having a support system, having someone who is there to help keep you grounded. Sometimes if we're trying to achieve success and we feel like we have, no support, and it's not to say that you can't do something on your own and that you can't have success that you're looking for, but if you feel, the need for people that are in your life, right? Friends or family members or romantic partners that may have very different viewpoints than you, or, you kind of want to have people surrounding you that are going to be on your side, on your team, and kind of there if you need them, right? So that could be also taking a look at what your surroundings are, what your home is like. Is it something that is stable? Is it something that, provides a firm foundation? So that can also be directly looking around, friends, family members, people that you have surrounding you. And if you feel like those people are not ones that are rooting for you, or they're more people who are very pessimistic or negative, that can also be looking at what changes you need to make there as well. Okay. I'm also seeing the moon energy here as well. And the moon can really talk about a lot of our hidden fears, anxieties, doubts that we have. The moon can also talk about a lot of those subconscious things that I feel like where spirit is wanting you to kind of be mindful, because this can be not believing in ourselves, or it can be taking a look at why we're having anxiety over something. I'm also feeling this need too for, especially with this coming in right underneath the Wheel of Fortune, because like I said, the Wheel of Fortune is about going with the flow, right? And with the moon energy being here, the moon can bring in a lot of confusion, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of unknown, and that in itself can make us afraid of doing certain things, taking certain actions, because we don't know what's going to happen for the future. So with the moon energy being here, I'm kind of feeling like this is spirit really wanting you to look at where those fears are coming from. And also, I'm feeling bring an end to that. Bring an end to this cycle of fears, insecurities, anxieties, worries, And I get where some of you might say, okay, well, how can I stop doing that? I have an anxiety disorder, and I get you, because I also have an anxiety disorder. But grounding, meditation is super important, especially if you are someone who kind of struggles with that like I do. Grounding myself is something that I have to do all the time, every single day, because I also do your picker cards, and then I have private readings, and of course I've got my own family, my own, stuff that I've got going on in my personal life. So it's incredibly important for you to also remember to keep yourself very grounded, because the moon energy, because of all those things can block our intuition. They can make us feel like we don't trust ourselves, we doubt ourselves, and because we don't know exactly how things are going to play out, it brings about a lot of irrational fears that block us from what our goals are. So with the world energy here, this is really, I feel like spirit wanting you to kind of work on closing any cycles or repeated behaviors, patterns, anything like that, that is you feel and you probably know within yourself that are kind of keeping you off track or out of balance. So like I said, this is kind of taking a look at your surroundings and making sure that you are standing on firm ground, that you are and have people around you that are supportive. And if there's anyone in your life, that is bringing in unnecessary drama, toxicity, conflict, anything like that, this is for you to really take that time to say, okay, what do I need to cut? What do I need to remove? Okay. Yeah, so with the world energy here, this is about closing out those cycles, whatever they might be for you, and really to work and focus on creating new beginnings, starting the new chapter of life and bringing an end to anything. Some of you with the Tower and the Four of Wands, if you are in a relationship situation that is not the best for you, or whatever that may be, that it's not something that is consistent or something that you can depend on, that may also be a wake-up call for you as well, where you're needing to kind of remove yourself from that situation. Okay, that may not be for all of you, but I am getting that message specifically for someone that's here. Okay. The Four of Wands is also about stability. It's about strength. It is a time to also remember to take time to relax and also enjoy the present moment. Sometimes we get so caught up in things that we, forget to look at what we've already manifested, what we've already achieved for ourselves within our life. So again, looking at that as well. I'm also seeing the Three of Pentacles energy here. And the Three of Pentacles is about networking. This is about collaboration. So some of you may be needing, in order to achieve success in your situation, maybe needing to connect with other people, whether that is for support, or this is making new friends, or if you are someone that does have some type of skill or talent, gift, or something that you are working on, a project, or you're wanting to change careers, or you're wanting to kind of incorporate something new. That Three of Pentacles is about you connecting with other people that may be also able to give you some guidance, or be able to kind of, help to spread the word about you being someone that has a special skill or a talent, right? The Three of Pentacles is about, whether that is networking online, collaborating with other people with a project, or, kind of listening to maybe say a person who inspires you, someone who may say do the same thing that you do, but they could be, say, a level up, meaning that they have maybe achieved a certain level of success, and that is something that really inspires you to want to keep pushing and keep trying and kind of, be your best self with whatever that may be. And then we also have the Page of Swords energy here as well. The Page of Swords is very much the energy of like a student. It's all about learning. So some of you, it may be that you're needing to take some type of online classes, or this could be a need for doing some research, a need for some type of education, or some type of communication here. So the Page of Swords is kind of like this, if you think of like a child and how their minds are like sponges and they take in all of the information, right? So this is kind of where Spirit is wanting you to, maybe there is some learning that you're needing to do, some studying, some classes. Some of you, it could even be that you're working on business or wanting to kind of work on some type of business here. Okay, so let's see what else is coming through for you. Pile number one, how can you achieve success in your current situation? How can pile number one achieve success? I'm also hearing celebration, right? Because the world energy is this culmination of completing a major cycle, right? So in completing and closing out that cycle, that really is a very celebratory energy in addition to this Four of Wands, about celebration, you know, harmony, balance, stability. So I'm feeling like this is also Spirit wanting you to, like I said, take a look at what you've already accomplished for yourself, okay? And be proud of it. Take some time to just kind of bask in it. So what can you do to achieve success in your current situation, right? Because, you know, when we start off something, when we're investing our time and energy into something, when we start that something, of course, we feel afraid, we feel scared. We're like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to get this done? And then we reach that point and we sometimes forget all of that work and what we felt like at the beginning of that thing that we were trying to tackle, that project, that, you know, whatever the situation is. And then we're back to square one again, where we're wanting to do something new and we're just like freaking out again. Oh my God, how am I going to do this? How am I going to make this happen? It's kind of like we forget that cycle that we've just gone through and everything that we've achieved this far, right? So it's kind of just like needing to just go for it and kind of remember, right? With that Four of Swords, take time to contemplate and think, okay, I've come this far and I'm ready to do something new, or I'm wanting to kind of further the success within this current situation, you know, keeping focus, right? With that Knight of Swords energy. I'm feeling a lot of it because we do have both the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords energy here. It is going to be your thoughts, okay? Your thinking, the actions that you're taking, okay? Your way of thinking here. How can you achieve success? We have cognizance, right? This is an awareness. This is our, like I just said, our thinking. We are being cognizant of everything that is happening around us. We're taking in all of the information, just like that Page of Swords, so that we are looking at everything very carefully. We're being very curious. We're asking questions. We're, you know, trying to find out information, put the pieces of the puzzle together. So cognizance is going to be something that is, and also we have Mercury here. Okay, Mercury is the planet of communication. Okay, so this is going to be either in communication with another person or the way that in which you are communicating with yourself. Okay, your own thoughts. How can you achieve success? And it could even be changing your thoughts, right? Working on your way of thinking. How can you achieve success in your current situation? Being mindful. We have expression with the throat chakra. Again, communication. Okay? Communication is going to be something very major here for you, especially with that Mercury and the throat. Okay? Finding some way of expressing yourself, whether that is some type of creative outlet. Some of you could be doing something online, either some type of online or communication with another person. Finding ways of expressing yourself, your thoughts, your actions, your words, very important. We also have intuition here with the water element. Okay? So again, like I said, trusting your intuition. Key here. Some of these thoughts that you have, like I said, some of you is keeping you stuck. So it's keeping you clouded in this moon energy. And I feel like those of you that chose this pile are also super intuitive. Okay? And when you're super intuitive, sometimes you get in a lot of information, right? You're taking in a lot of information. And sometimes you need to take a rest, take a break. Because look at that. We've got this water intuition. Yeah, some of you are very, very intuitive. And that's why kind of what I was saying is that there is a need for you to really ground yourself, because you can get very kind of like overloaded with information, with thoughts, and can very kind of easily reach that place of blockage. Okay? So that's going to be something super important. Let's see what else Pile number 1. How can you achieve success? You know, using your voice, speaking your truth, especially if it's having to do with another person, right? You're trusting what your intuition is telling you what to say with that throat chakra energy. We have a Reganite here, and it says release your emotional baggage. Okay, for some of you. May not be for all of you. How can you achieve success? Release your emotional baggage. There's something for some of you that you are carrying or holding on to, right? The moon can also be a lot of repressed feelings, emotions. Okay, so there is that need for release there. Release your baggage. How can you achieve success? Which means that we're no longer suppressing. We're no longer holding all of this stuff inside. We're no longer staying silent. Some of you may be needing to communicate something to someone, right? And you could have been holding it in, right? As to not rock the boat or to not cause disruption. And you're holding all of these feelings and emotions and haven't been able to communicate it. So it really is about you looking within yourself. That is why this is so important, okay? How can you achieve success in this situation? Speaking your truth. I love it. We also have Shungite here, and it says detox your life, okay? Friends, family members, people, things, patterns of behavior, things that you know are no longer serving. This is time for release. Okay, detox your life is what Spirit is saying here. How can you achieve success in your situation? We've also got some tourmalinated quartz. Get out of your own way. Spirit is saying, get out of your own way. Okay, get out of your own way. We also have rhodonite, and it says find a way to forgive. Okay. Yeah, so some of you, like I said, you could have some stuff, some baggage, right? Stuff that you haven't released yet. Stuff that's still sitting within your mind, something that you're needing to talk about, express, whether it's to another person, speak your truth, let some things out, release, finding a way to forgive. Forgiveness is the key to releasing a lot of our past. Okay, so some of you are carrying some stuff around, which could be anger, resentment, pain, loss, sadness, grieving, something from your past that you're still holding on to. And this is where Spirit is saying you're needing to find a way to forgive so that you're able to release yourself from that energy. Okay, so let's see what else. Pile number 1. How can you achieve success in your current situation? There could also be balancing the throat chakra as well, right? Because we can have a overactive throat chakra, and we can also have an underactive throat chakra in which we cannot speak. We feel afraid to speak. We feel afraid to say something to someone or to stand up for ourselves, right? That would be the blocked throat chakra energy where we cannot, express our thoughts or feelings. And then we have the overactive throat chakra in which we can be very aggressive or very blunt or, just sometimes a little bit rude, trying to control, trying to, sometimes it can even go along the lines of putting other people down, right? It can kind of go either way with that. So this is really a very balanced energy that Spirit is kind of wanting you to bring in here, right? So let's see what else. How can you achieve success in your current situation? We have the flamingo spirit, and it says embrace the in-between. Okay, now some of you may feel like your life is currently in transition right now, right? You're closing out an old chapter, and there is this eagerness to start something new, do something new, go down a new path. And as you're kind of closing out this major cycle that for some of you could have lasted for many years, And it's kind of like, okay, well, what next? What now? I don't know where I'm going. I feel lost. I feel confused. What am I supposed to do next? Right? So this is really Spirit wanting you to kind of embrace this in-between period, right? Because it is in this place where we're able to sit and reflect and think about what we're doing next, what we want to achieve, thinking about what does success mean to us, right? What does your success look like? Your success is going to look very different than my success, right? So what does that mean for you? Okay, let's see what else. How can you achieve success in your current situation? We also have the butterfly spirit here, and it says transformation is beautiful. Okay, so to me, this is also about not resisting change, not resisting transformation. Again, going with the flow, right? Evolving. We also have the canary, and it says sing your own song, right? So you achieving success is also about you doing things your way, right? Not what person A is doing, not what person B is doing, but what you want to do, right? This is you creating your own path, your own ways of success, which I said may be very different for you than it is for the next person, okay? Some of you, just looking at this little canary here, maybe some of you are really good at singing or ways of expressing. Again, we have this canary that's singing here, and then we have this throat chakra energy and the communication, like I said, that's coming through here. So there is a need. There's something within you, I feel, pile number one, that needs to come out, that needs to be expressed. Some of you may be, like I said, needing to speak your truth, needing to share your story, needing to kind of create something that others need to hear. Okay, is what I'm seeing there as well. So let's see what else. How can pile number one achieve success in their current situation? We have the wolf and the rose hip with guardianship. How can pile number one achieve success in their current situation? And then we also have the mouse and the buttercup with innocence. So I want to see what each of these, wow, I opened straight to it. We'll see what these messages say. So we have guardianship here. And this one says the wolf travels in a pack, protecting its family and community. Like the hound, the wolf signifies loyalty and commitment. Okay, so how can you achieve success? Loyalty and commitment to whatever that is, right? If you have a certain goal, you staying committed to what that is. It also says, relatedly, the rose hip is a source of food, but also a symbol of love, as it is the berry produced by the rose plant. Its combined associations with nourishment and affection make it an emblem of familial love and care. So it says you are called to be a mentor. Who among your pack might need counsel? Taking a leadership role in community activism is another way to lead like a wolf. Okay, so this is Spirit saying here, some of you may feel that you, like I said, you have something to share, something to speak on. There is communication here. There's throat chakra energy. The Page of Swords, like I said, is a student energy taking information. So some of you may feel called to share something. And it may be that there is a little bit of knowledge, learning that you're needing to do, because some of you are meant to be mentors. You're meant to be using your voice, speaking on something, right? And this also says, whom can I mentor? How can I be a leader in my community? And whom do I turn to for help, right? Remember, I was also saying your community, your people that you have around you, your support system, looking around you. And then we also have the mouse and the buttercup. And let's see where that one is. So this is also talking about leadership, right? You being the authority, you taking the lead, you taking action here and staying committed and loyal to what those goals are. So let's see this mouse and buttercup here. And this one says innocence. I'm just finding this one. Okay. So it says, like the Fool in the tarot deck, which oddly enough, it's also card 0. The mouse and the buttercup is numbered 0. Both cards mark the start of a journey, and both remind us that we have much to learn. Mice are grounded and innocent, yet anyone who has dealt with a mouse in their house knows they are determined and highly adaptable. The mouse is paired with the humble buttercup, a symbol of childhood innocence. Have you ever held a buttercup under your chin? According to a centuries-old children's game, if the reflection of the flower glows yellow on your skin, it reveals that you like butter. The upright meaning for this: you may be embarking on a journey or starting down a new path. Remember that innocence and a lack of understanding are not negative qualities. Instead, they remind us of our capacity for growth, adaptability, and learning. Okay? So this, like I said, the full energy, and you have this cycle that is closing out here, with the world, right? Many of you are closing out a major cycle with that world energy. And so, like I said, for some of you could be feeling right in the in-between, which we're seeing here, and ready to start something new. So, like I said a while ago, you may feel like scared, afraid, not knowing what's next, feeling a little bit lost, not knowing what you're supposed to do, right? Like I said, you may have already achieved certain milestones and you're kind of, maybe for some of you, I feel like maybe even being a little bit hard on yourself, okay? And this is where Spirit is saying it's okay, right? You're that Page of Swords. You're also going to be taking in all of this new learning, new information. And as I said, for some of you, taking in all of this information is going to help you grow, and so that you are learning what you're needing to do with whatever this situation might be for you. Okay, so we're just going to close it out. We're going to get any last guidance from Spirit on what you can do to achieve success. And we have the universe rewards motion. And it says, what guided action can you take today? Okay, so this is if you are, right in that place where you're ending something, beginning something new. This is Spirit saying the universe rewards motion, action. What can you do today in order to help you get one step closer to achieving success in the situation? And like I said, the important energy here is this 4 of Swords, this pumpkin patch, where you take time to think, right? Just in the same way that she has, began with an idea, a plan. She wanted to have pumpkins in her garden. She mapped it out. She took some time to think, this is what I want my garden to look like. She planted the seeds. She nurtured it. She, did everything that she could. Now she's got her pumpkins, right? So our life is like that in cycles where we, start new, start over, plant the seeds, nurture them, grow, harvest, right? And start the cycle all over again. Okay? So something very important. Let's see what else. How can you achieve? What is your advice? We also have, you are the image maker. And it says, what you focus on is what is manifesting. What thought patterns do you need to shift? Okay? So with asking, how can you achieve success in the situation? This is Spirit saying, where you're focusing your energy right now, this is what is manifesting in your life. If it is fear, if it is confusion, if it is being pessimistic, right? We're not going to get anywhere with that energy, right? We need to shift our energy into a more mindful of where those thoughts are at, okay? So this is Spirit saying here, what thought pattern do you need to shift, okay? Is it believing in yourself? Is it, breaking free from those anxieties, those fears, those limitations, those subconscious things that are, affecting you? We also have everything is a reflection, and it says, hold up the energetic mirror. What do you need in your life that you're not currently getting? Okay? Everything is a reflection, meaning your life is a reflection of your energy, of where you're at. So if you're not liking and kind of, wanting something more, this is a need to shift that energy, a need to shift the mindset. Okay, so what do you need in your life right now that you're not currently getting? How can you help to align your energy, align your thoughts so that you are achieving the success that you want, right? If there's something that I want and I want to be successful at it, but I sit at home every day and I think negative thoughts all day and I'm never going to get that done. I don't have any time. I don't want to do it. It's hard. I'm scared. I'm afraid. Is it going to get done? Am I going to be successful? No. Right? So that's where we're needing to change the way that we're thinking. And that's why I'm feeling with the throat chakra, the communication, both your Page of Swords, your Knight of Swords energy, it's all in your mind. We're needing to get our thoughts grounded so that we're able to see things clearly, take in new information, right? We are endlessly a student, right? We can always be open to learning and knowledge and information and different ways of thinking, maturing in the way that we think so that we're able to see things clearly. And the only way we can do that is by taking a break, taking a rest, taking some time to think, what can I do differently? Especially if you feel like the decisions and choices that you've been making haven't given you the success that you've wanted. This is time to switch it up. This is time to change something, especially if you keep getting the same results over and over and over again, right? And it's not giving you the success that you want. Change it up. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here for you. Pile number 1, I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, Pile 2. So for those of you that resonated with the Poppy card and this beautiful Pyrite Matrix, so we're going to start off your reading with just kind of going over the message with this card that you did choose. And our question today is, how can you achieve success in this situation? What is your advice, your guidance? And so this card is about forgiveness. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of read a little bit of what the guidebook says for this message. And this is practice forgiveness, acknowledgement of your emotions, letting go, and bringing about a state of peace. And it says this card is symbolic of forgiveness. The poppy represents a peace offering. Forgiveness involves the giving up of resentment, anger, or acts or thoughts of revenge against others who have harmed us. By forgiving, we aren't excusing or justifying any bad behavior for the benefit of whoever harmed us. Rather, we are forgiving in order to make ourselves feel better. When we forgive, we acknowledge our emotions and allow ourselves to move forward. Absolving others may provide us improved mental and physical health, less stress and anxiety, improved self-esteem, and healthier relationships. Okay? And the quote says, to forgive is to set a prisoner free and discover that that prisoner was you, right? So for some of you, with whatever your current situation is, this is Spirit saying that there is something, regardless if it has direct relation to what you're watching this reading for, but this is really Spirit talking about there's something within your energy that you're needing to forgive. Okay, because this in itself could also be affecting you on a subconscious level of some energy that may be creating a blockage that could be holding you back from achieving the success that you're looking for with whatever that situation is. Okay, when we hold on to energy from the past, this isn't really, the only person that's really hurting is us. when we hold on to it. We're the one that's suffering. We're the one that's being affected by it. Okay, so this is really Spirit saying there's something within your energy, pile number 2, that you're needing to work on forgiving and releasing so that you're able to clear this blockage. Because like I said, this could be something that is blocking something for you to be able to free yourself or to move forward into where you're wanting to be. So let's see with the tarot for pile number 2. How can you achieve success in this situation? How can pile number 2 achieve success? We have the 4 of Wands. We have the 3 of Pentacles. We have the Hierophant in reverse, and also the Page of Wands in reverse. How can pile number 2 achieve success in their situation? We have the Page of Cups. Okay. So again, with this Page of Cups energy here, the Page of Cups can sometimes be an apology, forgiveness. Okay. So this message is coming up again. How can you achieve success in this situation? The Page of Cups is also about self-love, healing. We have the 7 of Pentacles here. How can pile 2 achieve success? We have the 3 of Swords in reverse. This is healing. Okay. Some of you, this could be directly related to healing from a family situation or even a past relationship or connection. Okay. How can you achieve success? We also have the Queen of Swords, and then we also have Justice coming out here as well. Okay, Justice is going to be the balancing of energies. Okay, the balancing of energies. It's also about looking at our past, any type of karmic justice, meaning that we are also looking at our past actions, decisions, choices, and how they've led us to where we're currently at. Okay, we learn from these karmic cycles that we go through, right? We can see that, oh, well, I've made this choice or this decision, I've taken this action, and this led up to some type of negative impact in my life, right? So we learn to kind of balance out those energies and to learn to make better, more improved decisions or choices that are going to help to lead us to an outcome that we are feeling much more at ease with, much happier with, okay? So we're starting off with the 4 of Wands. And the 4 of Wands energy is about stability, and it is about feeling stable, grounded, secure. So this can also be a need for you to ground yourself, ground your energy. Take a look at any type of situations that you may involve or be involved in with another person, friends, family, and work on letting go of anything that is no longer in alignment with you. Okay, I'm also seeing the 3 of Pentacles energy here as well. And the 3 of Pentacles is about working on building a solid foundation, meaning that if there is something that you are wanting to achieve and you want to be successful at it, this is about you showing your commitment, your dedication to whatever this is that you're building, right? The 4 of Wands being stability, and the 3 of Pentacles will be leading into the 4 of Pentacles, which is also a stable energy. So you have to put forth the action, the energy. And for some of you, it could be maybe needing help, not being afraid to ask for help. I'm looking at how this little monkey here is standing on top of this little deer here getting help, right? Picking these little, I don't even know what these are, peaches or lemons off of this tree, okay? The 3 of Pentacles is about networking. So for you to achieve success, this could involve other people, Okay. I'm also seeing with the High Priest in reverse, which is the Hierophant in reverse, this is going to be a need for you to kind of switch to more of outside the box thinking, meaning that you are letting go of any type of rigid or restricting ways of thinking. Okay. That can be from self limiting beliefs, it can be from, certain things that have been kind of ingrained in us a way that are leading us to hit kind of like a ceiling where we feel like, oh, I can't do this, or I can't make this choice because this person's opinion says that it's wrong, or I shouldn't do it this way, or I shouldn't do it that way, right? So we're letting go of any of those self-limiting beliefs that could be hindering or blocking us from further progressing or moving forward. So, yeah, to me, that is all about changing up and switching the way that you are thinking away from anything that is feeling like something is holding you back. Okay, so it can be abandoning certain things that you say like you were raised with, and kind of feeling, sometimes culture or religion can kind of create a lot of those things, do's and don'ts. They can be quite rigid. So this can be you kind of going to the beat of your own drum, right? With that Hierophant in reverse. Okay. I'm also feeling this need to release control, right? For wanting to achieve success in a situation, sometimes we need to just surrender. We're needing to release control and not trying to force a situation to happen in like our ego's timing or our ego's way of, it needs to happen like XYZ, right? So this can be a need for letting go of any rigidity or trying to force something in some way. And then we also have the Page of Wands energy here as well in reverse. And with the Page of Wands in reverse, this could be letting go of any type of fears, because when the Page of Wands in reverse, it's also kind of tying into this Hierophant. When the Page of Wands is in reverse, it can make us feel that we are kind of boxed in, that we are restricted, that we are, and that could even be fear, right? This is a need for us to kind of get out and break ourselves free from any of those restrictions that might be there. For some of you, there can even be people that are surrounding you, friends, romantic partners, people that, situationships, whatever connections might be, that may also be holding you back. Okay. So it's going to be a need for you to kind of take a look at whatever it is that is restricting you. And so with that energy there here, this is not waiting, right? Because sometimes there can be a thought that is holding us back, another person that's holding us back, family situations, whatever that might be, something holding us back from starting down a new path. The Page of Wands is all about discovery, pursuing passions, feeling excited about it. And with the Page of Wands being in reverse here, to me, that this is Spirit saying that there is something that is holding you back here. Okay, whether that be a person, your own self-limiting beliefs that are blocking you, maybe some type of karmic lesson, that you're needing to learn, right? Or something that you may have already gone through, but those lessons may be ones that you're needing to kind of really sit and think about maybe what those things might be, and so that you're able to release anything, like I said, that is currently holding you back, right? We also have the Page of Cups energy here, and the Page of Cups is a very dreamy, sweet energy of creativity and passions, using intuition, an open mind. It's also connected into the inner child, listening to intuition, your imagination. It's all about freedom as well, expression. So this is a need for you to kind of, I'm also kind of feeling letting go of any type of stress as well, because the Page of Cups is such a beautiful energy of for some of you, I'm feeling there is a need for you to connect into your inner child. Okay. connecting into your inner child so that you are truly able to do things in your life and bring things about that are bringing happiness and fulfillment and satisfaction for you. And then we also have the Seven of Pentacles energy here as well. The Seven of Pentacles is about taking time for reassessing, reevaluating. Some of you may have been putting a lot of energy, a lot of focus into manifesting something. The Seven of Pentacles also requires patience, okay? Sometimes we want something and we want it now. We want it now. And the Seven of Pentacles is about continuing to kind of put forth the effort, the focus, because something that you're working on will manifest with the Seven of Pentacles, but it can also be taking a look at what work you've already done, where you've already put your focus. And is this still where you need to put your focus, or is it something that you're needing to kind of shift away from? Okay. Yeah. And I'm noticing that in this Justice card too, he looks like he's kind of kneeling down, and he's actually looking to the left. And in the tarot, looking that way to the left is the past. Okay. So there's something here I am feeling from your past that you're needing to look to. And it could be, like I said, choices, decision, old ways of thinking, outdated ways of thinking that you're needing to release and to kind of bring balance into. Some of you with this Three of Swords in reverse, like I said, you could be dealing with a situation from a past breakup, some type of past disappointment. This is freedom from whatever that is. So this is Spirit saying you're needing to free yourself from whatever this is that has caused you disappointment or pain. Some of you, it could be a karmic relationship, a karmic situation that you've been dealing with, maybe even with another person, whether it's a friend, a family member. But this is where Spirit is saying forgiveness, because this is going to help you to release this energy so that you're able to free yourself, right? This Page of Wands is a need for freedom. The High Priest in reverse is a need for freedom. The Three of Swords in reverse is freedom, right? So there's something that you're needing to free yourself from. And then we have the Queen of Swords energy here. And the Queen of Swords is very much a level of maturity with the thought process, the ways of thinking, the ways of acting. The Queen of Swords is also very much a visionary in that she is someone who plans and she takes action. Okay. This is about clear thinking, being straight to the point, being able to articulate what your needs are, knowing what you want, being able to express it. It is really the feminine power of the mind, right? With the Queen of Swords, the feminine power of the mind. It's also gaining clarity, okay, with this energy here as well. So this is you being able to take the action that you're needing to by being able to see things clearly. And it could even be for some of you making peace with your past so that you are able to free yourself from, like I said, old patterns of behavior, old ways of thinking, so that you're helping to align yourself into this energy here, okay? So let's see what else. Pile number 2. How can you achieve success? And this can also be about you with the Justice card. Like I said, you finding balance within yourself. Okay, balancing out your own energy. How can pile number 2 achieve success in this situation? Perseverance. Okay, with the earth energy or the earth element. So to me, this is also about you grounding yourself, keeping yourself grounded, focused. Perseverance is about not giving up. That even if there are obstacles, challenges, adversity, things that you're facing, right? You're not allowing those things to hold you back from achieving success with whatever this is. How can pile number 2 achieve success in their current situation? We have insight here with universal chakra, with the peach selenite, gaining insight, right? Awareness, being able to see things clearly. And then we also have initiation with the fire element. So this, if we look at this crystal looks like it's kind of like on fire, okay? So this is kind of igniting passions, desires. This energy here is also about action because it's talking about the initiation. So this can be the inception of something, starting something here. Not being afraid, right? Because your Page of Wands, which is also the element of fire, like I said, the Page of Wands is feeling super excited, discovering something new, right? Your Page of Wands is in reverse, which means that there could be something blocking you, some type of fears, limitations, thoughts. For some of you, something painful from your past, okay, that you're needing to clear, because this is blocking you from being able to move forward. So you initiating things is you starting, right? You starting to choose that from right now, I am going to be successful. I will achieve success. I'm going to keep going. So if you're, whatever it is, like if you're someone who's striving for a different career, you're looking for a new romantic partner, you're wanting love in your life, right? You are not stopping until you get it. It may not necessarily be with the person that you could currently be dealing with, right? If you're meeting or being met with resistance there and it's just kind of not flowing, it could be a need for you, for some of you, to move on from a past situation so that you're able to kind of regain that spark and that fire within you and to take action where you need to help you to, you know, reach the point of success that you're truly looking for within your life, right? Let's see, what else? How can pile number 2 achieve success? We have prioritize your health. Okay, prioritize your health. And to me, a lot of this may be mental health for you, emotional health. Okay, your emotional well-being, working on that, right? Healing, releasing anything that is no longer serving. How can you achieve success? Which to me is like if you feel super anxious, you're in pain from something, you're holding on to a lot of old energy, right? This is a need for you to ground and you work on healing that, freeing yourself from whatever this is, right? And for some of you, like this is Spirit saying here, forgiveness is going to be the key to your freedom from helping you to balance out your own energy. Because when we're trying to be successful, we're trying to achieve success. If we're feeling off balance, right? What kind of results do you think we're going to get? Right? What kind of results are we going to get from that type of energy? We have to align our energy with the success. We have to become that energy, right? And that starts within ourselves. So how can you achieve success in your situation? We have the golden healer quartz and it says open the door. Okay. Now the golden healer quartz is also a really powerful crystal and stone to use for healing. Okay. A lot of Reiki healers also use this crystal. It's kind of like this master healing stone. Beautiful. So to me, it can also be a focus on your healing where this is Spirit saying, open the door, right? Where no more restrictions. We're opening the door to this new beginning. We also have agate and it says look at that, get back into balance. Okay, and that's exactly what I was saying here. There's something here that is kind of throwing you off. And like I said, you may not even have a realization that this is something that is blocking you or affecting you. So take some time to think about what that is, because you starting off with this energy here of forgiveness and needing to bring about peace within yourself is really saying a lot about where your energy is, right? Like I said, if you're wanting to achieve success, it doesn't matter where it is. When we go through something that is painful or traumatic and we're holding on to that energy, we're projecting that energy outwards. What kind of results are we going to get from that, right? So this is you needing to kind of align your energy and bring your own energy back into balance here. We also have shungite here and it says detox your life. Okay, so this is going to be a need for letting go or getting rid of anything that is not in alignment for you. Okay, friendships, relationships, jobs, old ways of thinking, toxic habits that you might have, or, you know, it could even be getting your maybe a way of eating, right? Taking better care of yourself, more self-care, eating healthier, drinking more water, exercising, whatever it may be for you. So let's see, what else? How can pile number 2 achieve success in their current situation? We have watch your words with the parrot, right? These words can be words that you are speaking to others. It can also be the way that you speak to yourself. Okay, the way that you speak to yourself. We have a tendency to negative self-talk, right? Where we can self-sabotage all by ourselves. Right? So this is really Spirit saying, watch your words, right? Especially if there is someone who has really hurt you in the past, and like this card is saying here, you're holding on to resentment or anger, right? And you're throwing out all of this negative energy towards another person, you know? This is really Spirit saying you're needing to kind of work on that, you know? Especially if you find yourself doing that, cursing another person out for hurting you, right? Because you're still hurt. There is a need for you to free yourself from that energy so that you can bring yourself back into balance here, okay? Because like I said, the only person that's suffering is us when we hold on to it, right? We also have, look at that, the frog spirit, clear out the clutter. Detox. Clear out the clutter. And we also have life is a mystery. Okay. So this to me is also about us not needing to know all the answers, exactly how things are going to turn out, you know, every single step of the way. This is just kind of being comfortable with the not knowing, with giving into flow, right? Trusting where the divine is leading us along our path. So how can you achieve success? To me, that is trusting in the uncertainty, trusting in your intuition and knowing that it's going to lead you to exactly where you're meant to be, right? We also have the squirrel and the chestnut with preparation. So this is Spirit saying there's something that you're needing to prepare for. Something, you know, getting ready, getting prepared, coming up with a plan, a strategy. We also have the ram and the dahlia with determination, right? Again, that energy of perseverance, determination here, not giving up. So I'm going to read kind of what these messages are here. Okay, so let's go into the squirrel and the chestnut. I had to take a second to find them. So the squirrel and the chestnut preparation, and it says to ensure sustenance through winter, the squirrel buries its nuts, hiding them from other squirrels and predators. Chestnuts, small nuts that grow into large productive trees, are symbols of abundance. Together, the squirrel and the chestnut remind us that careful preparation will often yield riches. And so it says, you have prepared well and can expect to enjoy the fruits of your labor, right? And we have the Seven of Pentacles show up. It says your resourcefulness and foresight will be rewarded, right? So this is Spirit saying that in order for you to achieve success in your situation, no matter what it is, this does require planning. This requires clear thinking. This requires strategy. This requires envisioning, right? Success in a situation. And then we also have the ram and the dahlia with determination. And it says the ram and dahlia is a card of action. The ram charges up the mountains with steady determination, removing any obstacles with its strong horns. Called the queen of the autumn garden, the dahlia is known for its persistence. It produces flowers in the summer and well into the fall, outlasting most other blooms. So this says you have the power to accomplish your wildest dreams. While others may tire or lose interest, you are persistent and you will see your ambitions through. Okay, so by you kind of holding on to that energy of the ram and staying focused, staying committed, you know, even if this is here, the life is a mystery, like I said, where we might get kind of caught up in our own ways of thinking that are not helping us. But as long as we stay focused, right? And even if there are obstacles, we move through them to achieve the success that we're looking for. And if it is a lack of action that is kind of stopping you, then this is kind of really where Spirit is saying it's time to get back into balance, bring your energy into balance, look at the past, look at those past decisions, choices, lessons that you've learned. Take some time, because this Justice card, this guy is leaning down, right? He's looking to the past for answers, for clues. How have these past cycles that I've gone through, what have they taught me, right? What have they taught me about myself, about how successful, I've been in the past, and how can I change certain things to achieve the success that I'm looking for in the future, right? Because like I said, sometimes we make the wrong choice and, we have to suffer for it. And we learn a lot of valuable lessons though with that. So this is you taking some time, take a break, look at what things may be kind of holding you back. For some of you, like I said, yes, it could be something from your past that you're needing, because it could be creating a blockage within you that could be affecting your self-worth, your self-esteem, your level of confidence in yourself to achieve the success that you're really looking for. So this is some pretty major lesson for you here, or something that you're needing to look to from your past, right? And that can sometimes be something from our past where somebody did something to us, somebody said something to us, and it's kind of like because of that, we now feel less than about ourselves, right? We feel not good enough. We feel like I can't do this. I can't have that. I won't be able to accomplish this career goal, or I'll never be able to find the love of my life. I'll never be able to find true love, right? So there's something here that Spirit is saying from your past that you're needing to release, because once you release this and bring your own energy into balance and let go of things that are no longer in alignment, you are kind of, in a sense, leveling up your own energy, right? Bringing yourself into the balance that is needed for you to continue to pursue with determination, with preparation, with clear thinking and rational thinking to help you to align yourself to the success that you're looking for. So let's get some last guidance for you. Pile number 2, how can you achieve success? We have the collective field is impacting you. Unseen forces are in action. How can you relinquish control of the situation that feels blocked? So for this energy, some of you, this is Spirit saying there's something outside of you, right? Something that you're allowing outside of yourself to affect you, okay? So this is a need for you to release control from a situation, especially if it's, like I said, a situation in which you're being met with resistance. And, it could be that Spirit is trying to point you into a little bit of a different direction. Okay. So this can be letting go, right? And kind of trusting in the flow of where Spirit may be kind of guiding or leading to you, which is maybe a slightly different path. Okay. So how can you achieve success? We have turn your worry into wonder. Surrender to the experience. What possibilities can you dream into reality? Okay, so to me, again, more kind of this energy of going with the flow. How can you achieve success in this situation? We also have rise above it, and it says it's not yours to carry. You are an empath. How can you detach from the drama, right? Whether that drama is another person causing it, or there's a situation that you're currently dealing with that is causing drama, this is Spirit saying it's not yours to carry. It's time to let it go. Like I said, some of you have something outside of yourself that you're allowing to throw you off, throw you out of balance. Okay? So it's going to be a need getting back into balance by detoxing, removing the things that are not helping you to align with the goal that you have for yourself. Okay? So I'm going to leave it here for you, pile number 2. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Hi, pile 3. So for those of you that resonated with this agate and the Road Warriors card, we're going to start off your reading with the message for this card for you, with how can you achieve success in your current situation? What is your advice? So this Road Warriors card is about taking the leap of faith. This is about bravery, change, trust, vision, and achievement. Okay? So this taking a leap of faith involves, for many of you, stepping outside of your comfort zone, with the belief in yourself that you have the power to make big changes to improve your situation and your life. These changes may also involve new locations, a shift in your personal or your professional life. It requires you to believe in yourself and also trust in the vision that you have, that you're wanting to achieve, and a willingness for you to be able to face the fear that you may feel with the stepping outside of your comfort zone, okay? So it's really Spirit telling you here that in order for you to achieve success, you have to be willing to just go for it and just kind of, for many of you, change is scary for everyone, right? But it's kind of like when we have the courage to do that, we can really bring about very powerful change that not only occurs within us, but that is kind of reflected in our outer reality. Okay, so we're starting off with that for your message here. And let's go into your tarot. How can you achieve success? Okay, this is Spirit saying there is a leap of faith that is required. So pile 3. How can you achieve success in this situation? How can pile 3 achieve success in this situation? Okay, so we have the 9 of Wands. We have the Hierophant, the High Priest in this deck. We also have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. We have the 2 of Cups. We have the 10 of Wands. We have the Page of Wands. How can pile number 3 achieve success? Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and we also have the Empress in reverse, and look what also came out, the Fool, taking the leap of faith. Okay, so same message. I love it, the synchronicity. The full energy, again, just like the Road Warriors, taking the leap of faith, right? You're freeing yourself. The full energy is the energy of freedom, without restriction, without, beliefs that are holding us back. I'm also noticing that we have the Empress in reverse, which is a huge message for this pile, because when the Empress is in reverse, this could be blocked creativity. It can be a lack of confidence, a lack of belief in ourselves. It is speaking about our energy being out of balance. And the Empress is reflective of the feminine energy with this. And the feminine energy with it, which is within all of us, okay? Our feminine energy is one that is creative, that has, a higher self-esteem, more confidence in the self, believes in oneself. And the Empress is also an incredibly nurturing energy, okay? This is about the flow of intuition. It is about birthing ideas, creative projects, ideas, things that we want to manifest. The Empress is all about prosperity, abundance, and bringing our ideas to life. And we all have the power to do that, okay? But with your Empress coming in reverse, this is speaking about a need for balancing out feminine energy, right? So it may feel that you feel a little bit blocked. You feel like I can't manifest anything. I can't change, my life. I feel stuck. I feel lost. This full energy is about you freeing yourself and just kind of going for it, right? Going after it. I'm also feeling healing here, okay? Could be needed. Some of you may be needing to heal a mother wound, or this is going to be a need for healing, self-love, self-care for yourself so that you can really bring balance to that energy, okay? I'm also seeing the Wheel of Fortune in reverse here as well. And I feel like both of these here are ones that are going to be your blockages. They're going to be the ones that are you're needing to focus on, because when the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse, this is when we feel that there is nothing we can do to change our situation, right? We feel like we're stuck in this cycle, the same thing over and over again, year after year, and nothing's changing, nothing's improving, right? What that should really be telling you is you have to make different choices. You have to take a look at how your past choices and decisions have led you to the place that you're at right now. Because if you're wanting change, you have to become that change that you want to see in your life. And that requires this full energy. Okay? So there is a need for balance. The Two of Cups is also for you to find balance within yourself. Okay? This is finding union within the self between your feminine and your masculine energies. When these two energies can work together synchronistically, and I'm feeling a lot of it has to do with the feminine energy here because this is what's come out. And it could also be a little bit of the masculine as well. The Empress energy, like I said, is responsible for our intuition, our creativity, and being able to feel confident in our manifestation abilities, our power, right? And so when we're feeling out of balance here, or there's something that we're holding on to, such as pain from the past or some energy blockages that are there, this is going to be a need for us to work on balancing out that inner feminine, right? The masculine energy is going to help us to take action, to stay focused, to stay disciplined, and to come up with a strategy, with a plan. So when these two energies can work together, we can create powerful change, right? Just like this is saying, personal, professional, powerful change within us, okay? I'm also seeing that you do have these new beginnings that are here. You have the Fool, you also have the Ace of Pentacles energy here, and you also have the Page of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles is about a new beginning. This is when Spirit gives us the opportunity, right? And we always have opportunity. It is about our mindset and about our perception, right? The same opportunities that I have, you can have, right? Or the next person can have. It is about our level of confidence that we have in ourselves to be able to go after those things, to pursue those things that we want in life, because we hold the power to make different choices, changes, actions, that we're using, supporting our own energy to support those successes that we're wanting to achieve in our life. So that Ace of Pentacles is always there. Opportunity is always surrounding us, okay? What you do with that Ace of Pentacles is up to you, right? This is about you planting the seed, a new beginning, having the opportunity, and seeing it, right? And taking action with it, running with it, feeling freedom in doing so, leaving fear at the door in the past, because that is not going to help you to achieve the success that you're really wanting. Okay, so we have to let go of this way of thinking of the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, where we kind of feel there's nothing I can do to change my situation. I can't help myself. I'm just going to be stuck like this forever, right? If we keep that type of mentality, we're never going to be able to achieve the success that we're looking for, right? That is the difference between people who are, keeping themselves in this energy versus, say, the next person who has become like a millionaire and has kind of grown this amazing business for themselves, right? What is the difference there? It is the perception. It is also the action, the commitment, the dedication, and the determination, right? That sets people apart. How much are you willing to put into what your goals are, what your dreams are, right? You can either sit and do nothing and just kind of become that energy that says, okay, well, this is my life and I just have to accept that there's nothing I can do to change it. Or we can step into that more empowered energy of this Empress when she is in her upright and say, you know what, I'm doing this, I'm making this happen, I'm a powerful manifester, I am going to achieve a success, right? We're all here, we've all incarnated on earth to live a life that is filled with abundance and happiness, joy, love, and to experience all of these things. We all have the power to create and manifest this within our life, right? But this is going to come down to you truly believing in yourself. And it may be that for some of you that feel like your Empress is in reverse and she's blocked and her creative energy is just kind of all over the place and you are filled with fear, right? This is going to be about you working on changing that within yourself, changing the way that you think, changing, away from fear-based thinking and victim mentality and anything else that you feel like is kind of plaguing you, right? The Hierophant is also about our belief system, our values, our conditioning, rigidity, restriction, right? And sometimes our own thoughts can do a lot of damage with making us feel like, we'll never become this person, we'll never be this successful, we'll never do this, we'll never do that, right? That is all that staying inside the box, right? Whereas these energies here are outside of the box, okay? I'm also seeing the Nine of Wands energy here and also the Ten of Wands. You have both of these here. The Nine of Wands energy could be when we have been through a lot in our life. We've gone through a lot. We've gone through a lot of pain. We've gone through a lot of heartache. We've gone through traumas. We've gone through tragedies. We've gone through a lot of very challenging things. And sometimes we feel like we want to give up because we just don't want to do it anymore. I'm tired. I'm wounded. I'm hurt. And I don't want to do it. Forget it. Right? That Ten of Wands is also speaking of a lot of baggage we're holding on to, a lot of stress, a lot of responsibilities, a lot of things that we have maybe put on our plate willingly, right? So the Ten of Wands energy is going to be a need for you to take a look at what you're currently involved in. What are your responsibilities? What are the things that you have going on in your life, right? Are you doing too much? Are you feeling burnt out? Are you feeling like I'm helping this person and that person and this person and this person and I'm doing nothing for myself, right? So this Ten of Wands energy is going to be a need for you to take a look at where you're putting your energy. Is you spreading yourself thin for some of you, helping you to achieve your goal? Or do you need to take a look at what those things are, right? And which things you need to let go of, whether that is a person, a way of thinking, like if you're somebody who works full time and then you've also walk your neighbor's dogs and then you also, do all these other things and none of those things are really helping you to align with what your goal is, right? So that is going to be you taking a look at what load you're carrying. Is it still yours to carry? Do you still need to hold on to all of this stuff that you're carrying, right? The Ten of Wands is also about the end of a tough cycle, the end of a maybe very draining cycle that you've gone through. The Nine of Wands message is about not giving up. This is also about resilience, meaning that even though life may have been cruel to you, or you feel like you've gone through so much that you feel like I'm never going to achieve the success I'm looking for, right? It's just not going to happen. It's not in the cards for me. Kind of like what I was saying earlier is that we all come here to Earth. We're all learning. We're all at Earth School. We're all learning lessons. And we're not here. We're not meant to come here to suffer and to keep ourselves like that our entire life. Like I said, we all have this power, this ability to create, to manifest, to be creative, to explore, to discover, to create all these beautiful things that we want in our life, experiencing joy and happiness, right? So just because we go through a difficult or challenging stage in our life, because we all do, right? We all go through that. And like I was speaking about the differences between, say, one person and the next person, right? We all can go through, that same, say we all go through the same challenging cycle. Well, you will have one person who will feel completely defeated after going through that and just give up, right? Whereas the next person may say, okay, yes, this was hard as heck, but I'm going to get right back up and I'm going to keep going, right? So it's all about your commitment to your goals, your dreams, your desires, no matter what they are. The Page of Wands is about self-discovery. It's about creativity. It's about pursuing our passions. It's about discovering ourself. It's about starting down a new path and feeling excited about it, right? If you look at him, he's got his little telescope out here where he's kind of checking out the path before him, okay? So really this energy here is all about you taking the risk and taking the leap of faith and leaving any kind of these restrictive type of thoughts, in the background, right? We're no longer holding on to any of those belief systems that are not serving us. We're taking the opportunity that is here. We're finding balance within ourselves, right? We're working on healing our feminine energy, working on removing those blockages and changing the way that we think away from there's nothing I can do in this situation into the more empowered version of you, right? And that really comes with you also being dedicated to you working on yourself, right? So that you can change this way of thinking. And I don't feel like you need to necessarily be completely healed in order to take the risk of, in order to take that leap of faith, right? Because we can make this happen even though we have this Empress energy that is in reverse, right? This is about taking the first step, right? And that's really where Spirit is wanting you, is to take that first step to changing outside of that energy that has kept you, for some of you, stuck in a karmic cycle, for some of you of your own doing, keeping yourself there, right? Keeping yourself stuck, right? So this is all about you making that one big, powerful move to do something different, to do something outside of your comfort zone that you probably would have never seen yourself doing. And this is kind of where Spirit is saying, you want change, you want to achieve success, you have the power to do so. Take the first step, okay? Let's see, what else? Pile number 3, how can you achieve success in your situation? We have expression here with the throat chakra, okay? So throat chakra being something very important. This is you finding your voice, you finding your identity, who you are as a person, okay? Making your life, your external reality, an expression of what you truly feel within you, your most authentic self, okay? How can you achieve success? Some of you may have some throat chakra blockages, okay? Healing with Chiron, okay? So with the Chiron healing, like I said, for some of you, wow. Yeah, I'm just seeing this. The Wheel of Fortune and the Empress also. This could be caught up in a ancestral, I'm getting mother line energy here with the Empress because this is the energy of a mother. But with that Chiron healing here, some of you may have a mother wound to heal, okay? Some of you may have had a mother figure that was maybe very disempowered, not very nurturing. And this Chiron healing is going back pretty far karmically, okay? So this is going to be some very deep, profound healing that you're needing to do, okay? Ancestral, maternal line healing for some of you. Let's see what else. How can you achieve success? Alignment, right? Alignment. How do you get in alignment? By working on healing this energy. This is something very powerful, right? You're working on your feminine energy. You're working on clearing any throat chakra blockages, right? Because this is your voice. This is you, the way that you express yourself. This is a need for clearing that, as well as this Empress energy. Okay, let's see what else. How can pile number 3 achieve success in their situation? We have the Sunstone, and it says take pleasure in the things that you do, right? So if there's anything in your life right now that you're like, wow, this sucks. I don't like this. I don't like the way my life is right now, right? This isn't what I want. This isn't the reality that I want. This is where you start discovering who you are by healing, right? This is you separating yourself from those wounds of the past, right? Those wounds are no longer you, right? By you removing these wounds, these healing and working on releasing and forgiving and making peace with your past, you uncover the true version of you without the conditioning, without the restrictions, without the old patterns of behavior, the old ways of thinking, any toxic or karmic cycles that you've kept yourself in, right? Because without all of that, who are you, right? This is where you get to discover who you are and bring that balance and bring yourself into alignment, okay? So taking pleasure in the things you do means that you are discovering so much about all of your creative energy within you, and you're setting out on discovering and learning more about yourself, what you love, what you like, what you want to accomplish, what you dream of, what does your dream reality look like, right? How can you achieve success? We have Jade, and it says be the bigger person, right? So if you feel like maybe there's something, a situation, person you're currently dealing with, and there's a lot of pettiness, there's a lot of immaturity, there's a lot of drama, there's a lot of all of this energy, you being the bigger person is also leveling up with maturity. You're learning to mature emotionally, you're maturing mentally, you're changing your thoughts, you're changing your words, you're changing your actions. Let's see what else. We have soothe your soul with Celestite, right? So soothing your soul is by listening to what your soul is really here to do, right? Like I said, who you are right now may not necessarily be the most authentic version of you, right? The you that incarnated on earth, who you were meant to become, right? Because in this current state with the Empress in reverse, this is, for the most part, probably pain, probably blockages, things that you've gone through in life that have resulted in this energy, right? So by you soothing your soul, you are really following what your true soul is wanting you to do, what it's here to do, what it's meant to do, right? And finding all of that creative energy within you, right? Because your soul already knows what it's meant to do, what it's meant to learn, what its purpose is here on earth. But by you working on this healing and releasing a lot of this karma, you're helping to bring yourself into alignment so that you can evolve and ascend spiritually, emotionally, mentally, right? Let's see what else. We have lapis lazuli, and it says make a decision, right? This is needing to take action, just like these energies here, right? So this is almost Spirit saying it's time to go. It's time for action. You want change, you want success, you want, to have a different life, right? One that is manifested in, that is making you feel happy and feel fulfilled, right? And some of you are just wanting that. It's just I want to feel happy. I want to love my life. I want to feel, like every single day is this blessing that I'm opening my eyes to, and I feel so much love and warmth and this connection to the universe and to the people that are surrounding me and the people that, all of this energy. So this is really Spirit saying it's time to make a decision, right? And we can choose to, align ourselves with success by making the choice right now, today, I am going to make the choice. I am going to take that leap of faith, right? I'm no longer going to be this person from the past that is holding myself back. I'm choosing today, right now, I'm going to make a different choice. I'm going to step outside of my comfort zone, and I'm going to let the fear go. I'm going to let the self-limiting beliefs go, and I'm going to start right now, today, to make the decision to do this next thing, right? So that I can achieve success within my lifetime. Okay? Let's see what else. Pile number 3. How can you achieve success in this situation? Right? And especially, I'm kind of going back to this as well. Like I said, if you're dealing with somebody who's petty, drama, there's a situation that is unsatisfying for you, by you becoming the bigger person, you are no longer resorting to maybe some energies that people are throwing out at you, right? You're maturing, you're growing, you're no longer feeling the need to also be petty or be immature or to stoop, say, to that person's level, right? So lots of change here. We have butterfly spirit, and it says transformation is beautiful, right? So you're transforming, you're growing, you're evolving, okay? Not resisting transformation, right? Because staying in that energy could be that blockage, that resistance to change, that resistance to becoming a better version of yourself. We also have the owl spirit here, and it says you see clearly now, okay? So being able to see things clearly. The owl spirit is also, the owls are very wise, very knowledgeable. They are this symbol of wisdom and intuition, right? So many of you do have a very strong intuition, right? But it may be that you doubt yourself. You keep yourself blocked. You keep yourself stuck. You keep yourself in, a lower vibrational energy of fear, of, for some of you, like I said, victim mentality, or just kind of feeling that I'm going to be stuck in this cycle of life that is not fulfilling for me forever, right? So this is Spirit wanting you to be able to change that type of energy. Let's see what else. We have the koala, and it says Spirit has a plan, right? Spirit has a plan. All you need to do is take that leap of faith, right? Trust where Spirit is leading you. Trust where Spirit is guiding you, right? If you're feeling your intuition is telling you need to do this, you have to do that, you have to take care of this, right? This could even come in the form, the way that Spirit works, right? The way that Spirit works is communicating any which way it can, right? Through numbers, through synchronicities, through messages that you may receive even from another person, right? Spirit is going to use whatever outlet it can to get a message through to you. So it could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be someone that you meet on the street, it could be a billboard, it could be a song, it could be a dream that you have, some type of message that someone gives to you, right? Is Spirit's way of trying to help you, to empower you, to kind of see that you can create change and manifest change in your life, that you can achieve the success that you're looking for, right? So we need to be open and receptive to whichever way those messages come in, and think about it from a spiritual perspective. Wow, this person has just said XYZ to me, and instead of getting, say, offended or defensive or guarded, I'm going to think deeply about that message of the way in which Spirit may be using this person to be able to give me messages, guidance, information that I need, that are going to be helping me on my path, right? Because you may also already be getting those messages, and this is Spirit wanting you to learn to trust where you're being led. And some of you, I'm feeling there is a lot of resistance that you have. by keeping yourself in this place of stuck, of fear, of, feeling that there's nothing that you can do to change what your situation is. And even though there is unhappiness that you might feel with your current situation, this is Spirit wanting you to be able to say, okay, you got this, you can do this. Let's break free from this cycle of feeling that there's nothing that you can do to change it, right? This is you having the wisdom and the knowledge and trusting that Spirit has a plan, that if you only take that first step, take that leap of faith and step outside of your comfort zone, this is going to create powerful, powerful change for you. Okay, so let's see what else. Pile number 3. How can you achieve success in your current situation? We have the ladybug and the sweet pea with happiness. And let's get one more. How can pile 3 achieve success? And then we also have the eel and the iris with safety. So let's look at these messages. Okay, so we're starting off with the ladybug and the sweet pea, and this one is about happiness. And it says, symbols of good luck and fortune. Ladybugs are wonderful insects known to keep garden pests like aphids at bay. The sweet pea is a beautiful scented climber. In the Victorian era, sweet peas were given to thank hosts for a lovely time. Combined, the ladybug and sweet pea represent ease and happiness. And it says, you are entering a period of happiness, positivity, and good luck. Celebrate your joy by sharing it with others. Okay, so to me, this is also you changing perspective, right? Aligning yourself with doing things within your life that do bring about happiness, that bring about change within your life. And then we've got the eel and the iris, and this one says safety. Eels are furtive creatures, often burying themselves in the murky depths. The idiom, slippery as an eel, refers to the eel's ability to escape harm. The iris is the tall, hardy flower from which the fleur-de-lis, a medieval symbol of power and victory, is derived. Together, the stealthy eel and the mighty iris indicate safety in our homes, relationships, and work. So the upright message for this says, now is a good time to establish healthy boundaries. If others take offense, do not fret over their reaction. Stand firm in your power like the iris. Okay, so like I said, for some of you, that throat chakra energy, some of you are needing to find your voice, right? You're needing to really be more in your power and find your power, reclaim your power versus giving it away to a person, a situation, something that you've gone through within your past, right? This is you reclaiming those lost bits and pieces of self and bringing yourself kind of back into whole. Okay, so let's get some last guidance here. How can pile 3 achieve success in their situation? We've got soul alignment. It's time for radical change, okay? So this is Spirit saying, this is needing powerful change. This is time to change how you've been doing things in the past that may not have been working, that have not given you the success that you've been looking for in your life, right? So it says, how can you show up for yourself in ways that you never have before? Right? So this is making completely different changes in your life. Like I said, stepping outside of your comfort zone, it's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be scary. But the important thing is that you do it, right? That you just do it. This is Spirit saying, trust, we have a plan. All you need to do is change things up, right? Soul alignment. It's time for radical change. We also have forgiveness will set you free. And it says, what do you need to forgive yourself for? Okay. What do you need to forgive yourself for? If you were someone who hurt other people, hurt another person, or you're needing to forgive another person, right? Because it could be both of those, right? Forgiving ourselves and forgiving others so that we can have freedom. Instead of holding on to that, like I said, your 10 of Wands is holding on to all of this baggage from the past, right? All of these burdens that you're holding on to. This is where Spirit's saying, how can you forgive yourself? How can you forgive other people? What do you need to release? And then the last message we have is you are the joy seeker. And it says, what little victories can you celebrate, right? What things in your life right now that you've been able to accomplish for yourself? The small things. What have you been able to accomplish for yourself that you need to be proud of yourself for, right? But this energy right here, right? The whole main focus of your pile is this radical change that is required, right? This is powerful. This is huge for you. To be able to achieve the success that you're looking for, this requires you to completely do a 180, right? A 180. Something that you've never done for yourself before, something that maybe you felt completely disempowered to do, right? And just do it, right? This is what Spirit's saying. We have a plan. Spirit has a plan, right? You just need to do it. Just get the wheels in motion. Take the leap of faith and we'll guide you with the rest. Okay? So I love it. So pile number 3, I'm going to leave it here for you. And I will see you guys in the next reading.